Here, so I was in I wasn't even arguing with him, but Dane Christ, he was a quarterback for Notre Dame, and he was like going back and forth because I had posted something about tight end U because Michael Mayer was on the podcast, and if you're watching, go listen to that episode. But he was like talking about how the tight end trophy is named after a Notre Dame guy. My question is, at what point, this isn't even
tight end trophy. What tight end trophy? The Mackey? He went to Syracuse.
Okay, well, I don't exactly know what I'm saying then, but
I won
that. Is it the Big Ten? What's the Big Ten trophy? Is there a Big Ten tight end of the year?
But Notre Dame's on the Big Ten.
That's right. It's the Koala Clark.
Where'd he go?
Dallas Clark.
Won that.
Where'd he go?
Iowa.
Okay, maybe some of that.
But anyway, this conversation just made me think, like, at what point do we rename trophies?
I don't think you do.
Really?
Well,
like, say, like, so for example,
in 30 years, or you haven't got, you know?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, say 30 years from now. So, Taylor, I'll ask you for offensive linemen. Like, who's the best offensive lineman that you've witnessed in your, like, generation of playing?
Trent Williams.
Oh, is he over Joe Thomas?
I think Joe's like the epitome of consistency. Like, he's a dude that, like, he's going to be fine the whole game. Like, Trent just does shit that dudes can't do.
Yeah. So, like, decades from now, or a couple decades from now,
it'd be like a Trent Williams.
It'd be like a Joe Thomas or a Trent Williams
Trent
trophy.
Thomas trophy.
Trent.
You know,
they combine the two.
Well, there's the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year is two names that are put together. It's like the something Pace Award. I don't know where they.
Probably the two last names hyphenated.
Probably the two last.
That's exactly what the tight end was. Clark. I don't know who Qualic is. I don't know where it's from, but Clark.
Look up the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. I should know it won it twice, but Remington Pace.
But people usually just call it the
for
Remington.
Ohio State, right? Orlando Pace. And then Remington, who's named after the Remington, I think.
That would make sense.
I think he was a Wisconsin guy. Where did Remington play? I mean, they say Michigan. I'm so stupid. No, cause
Husker. Get out of here.
Remington. No.
I tried.
Oh, Nebraska.
Man, come on now.
Come on, relax. But yeah, I would do a hyphenated one. But like,
do you? I guess all I'm wondering
trophy
from that is, do you think that like that's like a valid like, hey, at what point do we change the trophies?
Right.
Yeah, turn it to the Long Hutchinson. Jake Long and Steve Hutchinson.
Yeah.
I thought you were about to go with Aiden. I was like, all right.
No,
okay.
No, dude. Those dudes, they're the best. They're the best two offensive linemen to play at Michigan. Those dudes are fucking. Jake was a first overall pick, all pro first 4 years he played, or at least Pro Bowl. And Steve just got a jacket. So,
like, at what point does the Lombardi change to the Belichick?
Right.
Oh, I don't think it ever does. It doesn't.
Good. I think it's good.
Why do you think it should be? But it's just like history. Like, it started.
I understand that, but like now we're getting into a generation where we're obviously going to remember everything is like you have technology and everything else to where you have like you didn't have it as much back then. So when the game started and the best team that showed themselves, the best coach at the time was Lombardi. Like that's all you have to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're getting, there's way more history coming into the league. It's like, at what point do you rename it to like, the Lombardi to the Belichick? Or that's to the Madden, tough, like if you want to pay homage to Madden.
Are you forgetting history? Like, you know, I mean, that's tough too.
Well, we're tearing down statues. Hey, just making politics.
Yeah, nope.
Making political. Yeah, I know.
Hey, my man out here, we gotta relax.
But I think that's like a fair thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, or I mean, the national championship, is that named after anybody? The NCAA?
I don't think it is. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if that was named after somebody, at what point, like how long does Saban have to be retired before it's called the Saban?
Or like if you're the Heisman winner, obviously the Heisman was named after a dude forever ago. But like if you're the greatest college football player of all time, you are the Heisman.
Who's the greatest football player of all time in college?
Probably Connor Shaw.
Get the fuck out of here, JV.
Well, what does Brady get?
Yeah, when would Brady get an award?
Who is the best college football player of all time?
I don't know.
I saw something either
Reggie Bush.
Richard Sherman might have tweeted this, or matter of fact, I think it was Charles Woodson. But Woodson's like, you have the Heisman, and then on defense you call it the Woodson. even though it's him saying it about himself, like that's funny. But
he is that
like
dude.
that is a good point. Like if you got defensive player of the year, like calling it the Woodson because he's like the pinnacle
Michigan
of Michigan guy. Huh? I think they do.
Damn,
I think
he's
there
spitting
is.
facts over there. I think he's right. I don't know.
They all get butthurt
Like a
because
a
of the Heisman
defensive
stuff.
Heisman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't think you change the name of it. I like them the way they are.
Because that's
Look at
how
me,
we
I'm afraid to change. But I'm saying like
that's how we grew up though.
Yeah.
that's how we grew up. At the longer we go,
Mhm.
it being named the Lombardi for that trophy
Yeah,
specifically.
I do understand
It's cooler
that.
and cooler every year. It's like an old car.
The Lombardi.
I mean, people are
sounds
growing
cool.
up now
Yeah.
too with it, you know.
And you change it to the Belichick, it's going to take a couple of years. Like we're so used
Probably
to
take
college.
like a decade.
Oh, yeah.
You're so used to the college football playoffs, but like when I got to college, I wasn't even there
Right.
at first, and then they changed it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you change it, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine, and it will, and that's great. But like, I don't know if you change it, it just sounds dope. The
Yeah.
Heisman. What would you change it to? The Woodson? Okay, you change it to the Woodson. It's like that shit's sick. But I mean, we all know the Heisman. Everyone knows the Heisman.
Truthfully, I didn't even know the Heisman was named after some guy named Heisman.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the Heisman Trophy.
Why would you think? What does Heisman stand for? It's like German for good football
No
player.
fucking clue.
Like,
There's no, oh, you hit the Heisman on him.
because the dude did the
Thought it
fucking.
was from that song.
yeah, from that fucking song, man.